Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. How are you? We do anything fiber related on this channel. Today we're going to be adding to the destash playlist, and I'm going to be showing you guys all of my black yarn in my collection, going through all the patterns I want to make with all these yarns, because I don't know, I was just like thinking to myself like how much black yarn I've actually accumulated over the past couple years, and it's just been so daunting because they could be anything. It's just so ambiguous. And so I'd really like to make I guess this video kind of select specific patterns I've been thinking of for each selections of yarn, so I can have like a concrete thing to look forward to, just so like I don't have that like indecisiveness that I struggle with. I think it's really smart to plan your yarns based off of certain patterns and kind of work from there. Don't want to have like decision fatigue. I just want to decide and be really excited about what I want to make with these guys and not have them all like piled up. Like they've just accumulated in a bunch of these little crates that I have. So I would love to get them all knitted up and used. I think it's really valuable to kind of write it down, put it down anywhere. It keeps me accountable, and so I'm able to use up my stash instead of just like buying whenever I can. But I wrote down all the yarns that I had and kind of divided them into different patterns that I could make. Maybe we'll do more of these in the future. Maybe we'll do my grays or my colorfuls or my creams and maybe work our way through. I just have been really wanting to make something black, but I feel like I'm really hesitant because it's never the most interesting. Like it's very, I guess like not taboo, but people don't really like to knit with black yarn because it's so difficult to look at because you can't even see the details of the work. I love black. Black is like my favorite shade and I wear black all the time, so I think I really should be knitting with black more because I know I would wear it all the time and it would be such... It'll be just a staple in my wardrobe that I can pick up forever and ever and be so happy. So let's go through them. I just wanted to say thank you so much for Eweknit for sponsoring this video. So if you guys don't know, they are having a cal that is starting on November 17th that I will be participating in. It is the Violeta sweater. It just came out in September and it's so lovely. You guys know I've been talking about wanting to make a raglan kind of cable sweater, but this one is lace. It is so beautiful. This is what it looks like. The lace detailing in the front is just exactly what I want. I just think it's so beautiful and so cute. If you guys have seen some of the Ravelry pictures, I also love all of their chestnuts that I've been seeing and how everyone kind of has their own variation of it. So some people kind of didn't do all of the cables on all the sides, or they did some cables, or they only did straight panels, and I really like that everyone has that type of freedom to do what they want. So I think it's really cool and I'm really excited to get on with it. So currently you can pre-order some of their kits. It's a beautiful sweater. I think I'm going to be using it a 1 fingering and 1 lace weight yarn. You know we're going for, I'm going to probably add like the most chunkiest neck, the longest ribbing for your life, and just I really want to enjoy the lace of it all. I just think it would be such an amazing piece in my wardrobe. They gave me a code. The code is typical Violeta. You can get 50% off the pattern and you can do the cal with me. It ends kind of in January, so it's a super long cal. I really like that it's such a long deadline. Like if you want to start it later, if you want to start it now, or you know, if you're a really slow knitter sometimes like I am, there's just a ton of time for you to work on it and enjoy it. That's what's fun about knitting. And they have a Ravelry thread that you can join, so they're going to be doing lots of giveaways along the way during this cal. So one of the requirements is joining the threads. Definitely go do that. You can participate by introducing yourself, sharing your yarn options, asking questions about the pattern if you're confused about it. The code is active all the way until January, so you have tons of time to go and check it out. Okay, so I am wearing, this is the, I think I'm gonna call it the typical boyfriend Henley, just because it is quite a thicker, like I'm using quite a big needle. It's on 7mm, and then maybe in the future we can make just a typical Henley, maybe have it in like a 4 or 5. I think that'd be really fun to do as well. But I will just stand up kind of and show you the fit. It's super just baggy and loose, and I made my dad try it on. My dad's usually an extra large and everything, and it fits him like perfectly. The only thing is that it needs to be a little bit longer. So I think if you're thinking about knitting this for like your dad or your grandfather or somebody in your life, you'll have to adjust. So I'll have to figure that out during the pattern making. But I love the collar that I made. It is so cool. I haven't added the buttons yet, but there is supposed to be 3 buttons here. And technically I guess you can button it up and it's kind of cool as well, but I love it open. It's like everything I wanted. So really happy with it. I used 2 strands of Drops Flora and 1 strand of the Wool and the Gang, I think Feeling Good yarn, and it just creates like this beautiful, just like fuzzy alpaca, like absolutely adorable goodness. I think a great alternative is Drops Air. Like if you have a Drops Air and then you have 2 strands Drops Flora, it would work perfectly, and it's just super cozy, and I just feel like I belong in like a cabin somewhere, just like cozied up in this little Henley, and I love it to bits. So yeah, that is what I'm wearing, and it's so cute. Again, the charcoal is also just an iconic color, and hopefully I can make more. I have lots of charcoal yarn, so maybe that will be the next video. First, I'm going to show you everything that is in my stash, and then after I show you everything like that, I'm going to show you the combinations that I'm going to do. I guess give you the inspiration for the patterns I'm going to make. I am going to be doing my own patterns. I'm not going to follow any of them, but if you want any suggestions or similar things, I will put them in the description below. So first off, oh my goodness, I bought some Lang Jawoll Superwash because it just looks exactly like Filicolana Arwetta, and I just wanted to test them out. They come with a spool of like thread for you to, I think, either hold with or mend things, so it's really cool. I bought so many of these, guys. I bought 8 in total. They are 210 meters in 50 grams. They are 75% virgin wool, 25% nylon. I bought them, there was a sale for Twisted Pearl Studio. I think Knitwear was having like a 30% off, so your girl had to grab some up. And yeah, I just, in my mind, I was like, yes, I'm for sure gonna use these. It's a fingering weight yarn, but I think if I can mix it with a couple things, I can make the full sweater weight like maybe a DK. So next, in the same, I think, purchase maybe, I bought these guys. This is the BC Garn Semilla Melange. It's 100% organic wool. This is kind of the first time I was finding BC Garn or BC yarn, and it's something that I have been slowly growing and loving because I really do want to expand my yarn, I guess, and like trying out new yarns. So I think it'd be really nice. I bought 7 of these. It's 175 meters for 50 grams, and each of them I think are 50. Yeah, each of them are 50 grams. So I think, again, a beautiful sweater quantity would be lovely with these guys. A cone. A beautiful, beautiful cone. This is from Colourmart. They sometimes sell like off, like random, like mohair cones. So I'm pretty sure this is like an alpaca mohair silk. I'm not too sure of the exact thing, but that's just how it looks like. It's just very basic. It's 150 grams, so it's enough for me to make at least a sweater, but usually these cones have a lot more, so I'll probably be able to get a little bit more out of it. Sorry, this is how this guy looks like. It's, I think, quite nice for a sport. More rustic feeling, maybe not as smooth, but I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so yeah, that is this one. I am excited to use it. I feel like it won't give us, it'll give more alpaca than mohair. Okay, next, this is a cone again. It is the Holst Garn Coast in black. I actually have 2 of these, so it's over there. it's all the way over there. But the other one I'm using to finish up my blouse number 1, I just have like a little bit more of the body and then the arms, and I'll have like a ton left of that guy. I even use that for sweater number 21, or I don't know, it was the holy one, and I still have so much left over of that guy. So this guy is 55% lamb's wool, 45% cotton. I'm pretty sure there is 500 grams in a cone, so we can use this I think many times, maybe even like divide this in half and conquer 2 sweaters. Okay, so this is my little WAK collection. It's not quite as big as I thought it was, but look at the void, the black of it all. It is so black. So I have 2 Touch Me Mohairs, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Finita yarns. So there is 100 grams, it's 400 meters, so it's like double, like a 50 gram. And then the Touch Me Mohairs have 50 grams, 400 meters. So it honestly comes with so much. Like with just 3, I could make a sweater, which is insane to me. And then finally, we have my little drops collection. But first, I do have these little guys. It is Habu Textiles. I have never worked with it before, but they were having a sale at Urban Yarns, so I just thought it would be really smart to pick up some mohair that's black, because I know I can use it. That's the thing that I tell myself is like, oh, like of course I'm gonna need black, like I'm gonna knit something that's black in the future and it's gonna be classic and blah 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 blah, da 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 da, and then I never end up doing it because I'm so scared of even starting, or just like maybe not even scared, I'm just it's like too daunting almost. So I just collect all this black yarn to use. This is just what the Finita yarn looks like. It is a single ply. It's quite thin, but I've held it with the Oslo sweater and it holds up pretty good with something else. So I think that'll be fun. And then this is the Touch Me Mohair. And this is just the amount of fluff, I guess, compared to the Colourmart. The Colourmart is quite thinner, I would say. Has maybe more mohair. This is alpaca. It's 54% baby alpaca, 22% super kid mohair, and 24% mulberry silk. So there's that. And yeah, this is just how this guy looks like. This is like super thin compared to all of them. Like even this guy's pretty thin. Yeah, like this one is the Habu Textiles. I think it's more because it's more silk. It's oh yeah, ooh, never mind. It's 68% mohair, 32% nylon. So I guess more nylon, but even then there's no reason for this to be so thin, but it does come with 278 meters, so it's quite a lot more meterage for what it is. I have 3 more black Kid Silk Mohair from Drops. Again, very nice. I wouldn't say this is like pure black. It's kind of giving me charcoal. I have some leftover Drops Nepal from my zipper sweater that I made. I probably could sneak this in somewhere. Like I feel like it's ambiguous enough that you wouldn't really be able to tell if I like added in this Aran weight. I have 4 Drops Flora. So lovely, so disturbing this is, but it is quite thin. Again, fingering weight. It is 65% wool, 35% alpaca. So very nice. I think it's the same. It's the same for the Lima and the Nepal. With 4 of these, and then I have 7 of Drops Lima. So again, that's, I don't know why I think to show you, you really can't see much about it. But this is 100 meters. Flora, I think is, yeah, 210. And Nepal is probably like a 75, 90 or something. Okay, so that is my black yarn stash. I also have some drops Daisy, which I didn't show. It's kind of in one of these drawers. And I think I have about 7. I'm still thinking about using it for a striped sweater, so that's why I didn't include it here, because she already has a project. Okay, jokes. I do actually have a couple more black yarns, but we're just gonna ignore that for right now and just focus on the ones that we have here, because I actually have projects in mind for them. So first thing I'm gonna make is the boyfriend slipover. If you guys don't know, it's a pattern that I have. It looks like this. It's lovely, and I made one literally for my boyfriend, and he doesn't know where it is. So it's not a good thing, and I would just like to make one for myself and have one in my kind of area and wear often, because I've seen so many pictures of you guys knitting the boyfriend slipover. It's so nice, and I've been meaning to add a couple sizes and change the format of it. I've recently changed the format of a lot of my patterns, so I'm trying to like move them towards that. So that is what I want to do. I think my idea is I'm going to use 3. I'm going to use 3 of the Lang. I'm going to use up my leftover kid silk, and then maybe finish up my Flora. I think these 3 pairings would be really nice, because for the for the boyfriend slipover I use 1 strand of mohair and then 2 strands of fingering weight yarn. So I think doing 3 and 3 and then 3 for this guy would work essentially perfectly, and that would get rid of all of my drops and I would say most of my Flora. Number 2, I would love to make a basic sweater. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. I just want something that's relatively oversized, fits nice on me, something that I can wear all the time, and something that isn't gonna pill all the time either. And that's why I want to hold multiple things for it. I want to use either, again, I have 5 more left over of this guy. I have 7 of these, but I could probably buy 3 somewhere along the lines and hold this. Maybe then hold it with the Finita yarn. I'm thinking Finita, Lang, Lima. So I don't really want to use mohair because I feel like I want something that I'll pick up every day, something that, you know, I don't have to really worry about inhaling all of the little fibers or worry about itchiness or just anything like that. I just want to put this on and be really, really comfortable in it. This would be the way to go, and I can use up the stash, and I'll finish this guy, and I mean, I'm gonna have to buy more, but I'll finish this guy, and we'll use up maybe 3 of these, and, you know, be stunning. It'll probably be quite a thick one, 2 DKs. It'll be like a little bit more than an Aran, like a between an Aran and bulky, so I could probably get away with like maybe a 6mm 7. That would be insane. I think that's a little bit too big for me. Maybe a 6mm I think would be really nice with this combo, and I'd have a really nice sweater. Again, drop down shoulder. Debating between 2x2 ribbing, 1x1. I'll probably do 1x1. Have a really thick, again, collar. Stunning. Can't go wrong. Absolutely can't go wrong. Maybe a bit more oversized. I would say maybe a bit more oversized than my typical basic sweater. I want to make a turtleneck. Again, just something beautiful, something simple, just something that'll make me feel really professional. I used to wear black turtlenecks all the time. Always made me feel really powerful. Like when I was walking down the street, just being in like a turtleneck and all black, and just like everyone would just be so intimidated by me. So I would really like just one that's double folded, or the one that goes like all the way up and then it folds over. I don't know. I don't know why I don't know the name for that. But again, I just think it's such a basic, something just would really, again, something I could pick up, feel really confident in, always feel like my best in. So I'm thinking I will use up my BC Garn. I have enough, so 7, it's 175 times 7 is 1,225. It would be perfect for a beautiful, beautiful turtleneck. Have it really long, just like up to here to my neck. And I think I will try to use up this guy. So this is, again, the Colourmart one. I'm so sorry if you're not following. It's really hard because everything is black, but just follow me here. Maybe a little bit thinner than the sweater I want to do. So instead of like a 6, I would do maybe a 5, maybe a 4. Oh, that's wild. Could I do a 4? I mean, it would be a really nice stitch definition. And I could maybe make a pattern with it as well, because I don't have a turtleneck pattern at the moment. And I also don't have a 4mm sweater pattern. So if you're looking for a very classic, very basic, lovely, lovely turtleneck, I might make a pattern from this. I would love to, but again, I think black is a little hard to make patterns with, but it's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna make it. And then finally, I wanna make a cardigan. Something that is just, again, I don't know why, but I feel like with black, I just want it to be something that I can just pick up and not care about and just wear it and use it and just live in it almost. So what I have left, I have this Holst Garn. Honestly, I could probably hold this with the turtleneck because I have 2 of these again. I could probably hold 1 for the turtleneck, 1 for the cardigan, and have plenty enough for more, honestly. I would love to use another Violeta, probably again use up 3, and then use this guy. This is the Habu. I could probably switch this out with the Colourmart one. Either will go for either the cardigan or the turtleneck. These are 2 fingering, so it's probably like a DK with the mohair will be like a 5. So I think my patterns are around like a 5 or 6mm, which is honestly something I strive for. And yeah, that'll pretty much use up the stash. I'll probably have some leftover Touch Me mohair, but I'm using it for my April cardigan. So this is what I have as well. This guy, as you can see, she's lovely to look at. I mean, look at this absolute void. But I have to use a little bit more of the WAK Touch Me mohair in the Violeta, so I'll have plenty enough. Yeah, so I think being able to even use all this yarn for 4 really major pieces is spectacular. I'm really glad to be putting like a pattern to a yarn, so I know exactly what the yarn's purpose is for, and maybe, you know, when I'm feeling eager to cast on something, I'll just immediately go to these and like try it. And even if like it doesn't work out, you know, at least I tried, and I can kind of re-figure out what I want to do with all these different options that I have, because I have it all written down. Lol, if you want to look at like my thought process, absolutely delusional. I wrote down the amounts that I had, the meters I had to figure out whether they were like sweater or slipover quantity. I then wrote down the weight of yarn so I knew what I wanted to put in, and then I put the type of things I wanted to make, and then literally connected the dots. I literally then just connected the dots to figure out what would work and what wouldn't, and that is, I think, really funny of me. So I could finally write that somewhere nicely instead of on a postcard. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of like flashing my stash with me and seeing my plans for them. If you want to see more of these videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, or push the notification bell if you want to be notified next. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.